Hello, welcome back to the Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Big ups to everybody that is tuned in nice and early. Big ups to you guys and everybody in the chat. Big ups to you guys. Make sure you're doing one thing for me. Smash that like button. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button as well. And tap that notification bell so you're notified every time I go live, every time I post a video, all of that good stuff. I am joined by the main man, Connor from CMO Sports in the building. And I am also joined by T, and the T stands for Turkish. We are back after yesterday's rant, you could say. We just every one of us just let our hearts out and our true feelings out on that stream. I can't lie, man, because it was tough, man. It was tough. Yeah. But yeah, listen, let's get into this big game. I'm talking massive game. Probably the biggest game of the season in regards to what this could do for us going forward. I think this is a must win. We're 2-2. And Scullex, please, bro. We're 2-2 right now. And listen, going to the Allianz Arena is not going to be easy. Going to the Allianz Arena is not going to be simple. It's not straightforward as that. They're at home, so you know already the fans are going to be getting onto us because the fans didn't get to come to the Emirates.
There you go.
There you are. But listen, I can't lie. This is massive for me. It's a must win, like it says in the title. Like, it is a must win. Do you know what I mean? If we had won Aston Villa and we still looked in form, and you know we lost out in the Champions League, bro, it was salvageable. Do you know what I mean? We could deal with that. But now that we lost to Aston Villa, and now that we need to make a bounce back, now that we need to show a reaction to that loss, it needs to be in this game before we go to Wolves away. Because Wolves away is a whole nother situation. That's a whole nother thing. So yeah, listen, it's a big game, and I want to get you lots of thoughts on it. So we'll start off with Connor. What are your thoughts on the Bayern Munich looming?
It's looking long, man. It's looking long. I can't lie. I think. Listen, I'm not as confident now because I know what Arsenal are like when we dip in form. We saw it in December. We dipped in form and we were consistent with it. We did pick ourselves back up after a break. But you look at last season as well, when it came to the end of the season, when we dipped, we sort of just completely gave up in form. So I'm 50-50. I'm a bit torn, but it's going to be tough. And like you said, the Allianz Arena is going to be lit. It's going to be absolutely crazy. I think the fans are going to put a right difference onto the game. I think they're going to make it very tough for us. And it's going to be a very hostile ground. How the players will respond to that, I do not know. Hopefully well. But listen, I think if we go out with our main team that we've been rolling, not Aston Villa prior to that, I think it won't be an embarrassing game. I don't think we'll get smashed, but I think we'll hold our own. But we may get a goal. I don't know, but I think Bayern will just edge it like a 2-1. I don't know whether I'm just on low self-esteem right now because of that loss. You know, maybe be a bit more upbeat if we won that game. But I mean, if we go there, I'm not expecting us to play our Highland football. No way, because we'll be absolutely slaughtered if we do that, I reckon. However,
yeah, 100%.
I think if we play our football the way we played at Man City, i.e. we defended, even though we do need a goal, but we get on the counter. We sort of play the way Bayern played at our ground, but hopefully a bit more effective. And we can. I think it's going to be a game where we're going to have to sit back. We're going to have to hold. We're going to have to hold back for a bit. But if we can snatch a mistake from Bayern, I think we can take it to them and hopefully have a goal. But it's just up to the players whether they're up to it. And we cannot run that same team we had on the weekend. And there's no way.
If I see Zinchenko in the starting lineup, I'm gonna just I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I swear to God, I'm just gonna say GG's Bayern, GG's, because that left back role on the right hand side, is gonna get absolutely killed. And listen,
Yeah,
people, I've seen things now, like the past couple of days, people commenting about Zinchenko. Oh, why is there so much hate towards him? Listen, he wasn't the only bad player on the pitch, but he was the worst player on the pitch. That's in that regard. He was the worst player, but there was other bad players, but they weren't as bad as him. He was. Everything's wrong about him. He doesn't. The system we're now playing, which was really fit for him, this system we were originally playing with the inverted stuff was fit for Zinchenko. That's why he made it like that. And now he just doesn't seem to fit it. And the fact that we're now doing things have come out saying we're not even doing contract extension talks with him. Now he's got 2 years left, which is what we normally do with players. Just says it all. I don't think Arteta's impressed with him anymore. But listen, we've got a treat tomorrow like it's all or nothing because we don't know how the season's going to go now in the Prem. We don't know if City are going to go on an all-winning run. We don't know if we're going to do that now. If City may drop point, we don't know what's happening in the league. We don't know. So we have to treat this like it's all or nothing because it could be that situation in the long term. So I think we've got enough to beat Bayern. I just know what Arsenal are like when they're on when they just start a losing streak. They do go a bit down on form. They lose a bit. They lose a bit of, I say, not motivation. They lose a bit of confidence. I hope we respond well, but we cannot have that same team. Havertz cannot be in the 8. Rice should be in the 8. Either whacking Jorginho or Partey. I don't care. In the 6. I don't know why he done that. Jorginho I thought was fine. I don't know why he removed him. I thought he was absolutely fine. I think Arteta got a bit too cocky and expected, oh yeah, it's Aston Villa. They're all right. We'll bypass them. Let's rotate a bit. Completely wrong. I love Trossard with my undying heart, and I know TK does as well. But in my opinion, he's a bench player. He's like an impact sub, which is nothing wrong with it. But I think he is. So I'd happily play Martinelli. But we can't. My point is, we cannot play that team we played on Sunday. Otherwise, it's curtains. I swear to God, if Zinchenko's in that team, that's Arteta saying, do you know what? I've given up. Or Zinchenko's holding my wife or my kids hostage because I don't know why he deserves to start. So, listen, at the end of the day, it's all or nothing in my opinion. Can we get the job done? It's 50-50 with me right now. So I'm really 50-50. But we're going to have to work our asses off. And the way that Gabriel and Saliba have been these last 2 games, I'm worried, bro. I'm worried.
Yeah, listen, I can't really fault you right now for having doubts and being worried about going to Bayern Munich because we're going away to the Allianz Arena. Allianz Arena is not an easy place to go to, and I'll be real. Over the last 2 games, it's just not looked as confident as I would have hoped. We've not been in as much control as I would have hoped, and it's just that's the way it is at the moment. So listen, I completely understand you not having full confidence and being able to say, "No, we'll go out there, we'll do our job, and we'll win." T, how you doing? Let me know, man. How you feeling about this game, my brother?
First of all, alhamdulillah, I'm doing good. All praise to Allah. Always, as always. Big up the chat, big up Connor, big up Yusat. Yeah, it's I don't know, man. It's one of them. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know how to feel. You know what I'm saying? Because I know exactly what Connor said, and I agree as well. But it's never about the quality with this team. Is the mental hurdle at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? Can we play under the Champions League lights at an away game at the Allianz Arena with all that pressure? Bayern München knowing our current form, knowing how we effed up against Aston Villa, knowing how you know what I'm saying? It's prime time. It's prime time for us. It's crunch time, like I said before, and Bayern knows that, so they will bring everything as well. You know what I'm saying? Plus, they have injuries like Gnabry and Coman. So I think Tuchel, that fraud, will come with some sort of game plan to counter our game plan again, just like last game. Even though those were mistakes that we made, instead of his tactics working, it was mostly our mistakes, and that's what I'm afraid of this game as well, is us making mistakes. Because I know we can counter their tactics, we can counter Thomas Tuchel. I think our quality at this moment in time, if you look at their injuries, if you look at who they play at defense, we just have the better team. But at the end of the day, do we have the bottle? Do we have the mentality? Do we have the killing edge that this team is lacking right now? You know what I'm saying? In these big stages, that's the biggest question for me. And
Mm.
about that Zinchenko comment, Connor, I do not agree when you say that if Arteta plays Zinchenko, he has given up, because he wouldn't think like that. He, in his mind, still has this tactical vision that if he wants to play Zinchenko in that tactic, he will do it. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them.
Yeah.
It's not who's, because everyone is available. Kivior is available, Tomiyasu is available, but who played? Zinchenko played. You know what I'm saying? Um, Havertz was playing well at the number 10, yet what did he do? He played him at number 8 again. That one position that didn't work out the whole season, yet he played him. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, with Arteta, it's never about giving up, but it's mostly about him thinking that he knows best and making some choices that sometimes, in my opinion, are overcomplicated. And
Mm.
we overcomplicated it against Aston Villa, and that's the last thing we need to do against Bayern München. You know what I'm saying? We need to go to this game with our lineup that works. Okay. And with that lineup, I mean Saka, Havertz, Martinelli, and the midfield is either Partey or Jorginho. About Partey Rice with Odegaard, or Jorginho Rice with Odegaard. You know what I'm saying? Just stick with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Just play that. You know what I'm saying? The only
Mm.
thing I would change is not play Kivior, because normally Kivior played in this lineup at the left back. I would just play Tomiyasu because he's fit enough. You cannot convince me that this guy is still not ready, because it's been over a month and a half now that this guy is fit. He has been a super sub for a few games now. And in my opinion, if he's fit enough to start, especially at crunch time and at games like this. So for me, at the end of the day, it is a must-win game. No ifs and buts. I will take the stinkiest 1-0, or I would even take penalties right now, because at this rate, if you look at our current mental form, because at this time mentally we are drained, because if you look at our team is drained as well, and I mean players like Declan Rice, Gabriel Magalhaes, you know what I'm saying, Saliba a little bit less, but we've seen it significantly with players like Gabriel, who has been making mistakes again. And it's not. It doesn't help that Zinchenko is next to him, but it's also what I said about being tired and mentally being tired. And the same goes for players like Declan Rice. Because let's be real, bro, it's not one game that Declan Rice wasn't good. It's a few games now. And I
Yeah.
personally think that this guy is overplayed. And that's what I'm mostly worried about. I'm not even worried about Havertz. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I'm worried about is our main players and how do they feel. Are they gonna be fit enough for this game? And if they're and with fit enough, I mean not fit enough to play, but fit enough to actually perform. Because that's what we've been lacking from Declan Rice in the last few games. And I'm just using him as an example, but it's a few players now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So these are the questions for me about this game. Will we have the mental edge? I mean, do we have the mentality to get through this Bayern team? Because we have the quality, but do we have the mentality? Does Arteta overcomplicate things again, or just does he just go with the lineup that works? We don't know, but these are the questions right now. For me, the feeling is a little bit mixed, because I genuinely believe we have enough quality to beat these guys, but it's about our players and how they turn up at if they're going to turn up or not. That's the only question for me. So it's a mixed feeling. I do not have the feeling that we're going to get better, but I also do not have the feeling that we're going to win or something. You know what I'm saying? It's just in between. I don't know what can happen. Anything that will happen will surprise me at the end. You know what I'm saying? That's it basically.
Mm. Yeah, listen, 100%, man. Listen, I agree with you guys a lot with what you're saying. I think defensively going into this game, um, they still have been shaky. In the last two games, there have been at least one shaky defender in our defense, and it's the two guys who I rate the most in Saliba and Gabriel. Why are they shaky in these Champions League moments? Is it pressure? Is it the fact that it's the highest level of football? I think this is why they say world-class players have to do it at the highest level, because certain world-class players are not going to get shook. They're not going to get antsy. They're not going to get all shook and then just crawl back into their shell. They're not going to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what has to happen. You have to show up in these moments. That's how you make yourself that's what defines you as world class. Partially also with winning trophies and doing the whole shebang with the numbers and all of that. But bro, these guys, they need to fix up. I think this is a must win for us. I think this game is of great importance. Like, not only is it to progress in the competition, but it's also to give us that massive boost going into the weekend, so we can take that and say, you know what, season's not over. Season ain't done. Yeah, we're gonna go and we're gonna win all of our remaining games, and we're gonna hold City out until the very end. They ain't leaving with something. If they drop any kind of points, we'll be there to pick them up. So that's the mentality I believe the team needs to be going with. That's the mentality that I hope this win can give them if they do get it, inshallah. But yeah, Bayern Munich missing a few players out of the starting 11. Missing players such as Gnabry, Coman. I think Sane has made the squad. He's been classified as fit. Which
There's
I
something
believe,
about him playing with pain for the last few weeks, but he just needs to toughen up, is what Tuchel said in his press conference.
yeah. So he's been playing with pain, and Tuchel basically said like, man up. So I don't know what's going on.
So Davis is out due to too many yellows. He's out for a ban, right?
He's banned. He's banned.
Yeah,
Gnabry's
Guerrero
out.
will play for sure.
Gnabry's out for injury. All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And who the other? Sane might be there.
Sane has been cleared
Cool.
to play.
Come on.
And Coman's out for I think he's out for the rest of the season.
Yes, that was it. Yeah, because he got taken off. Right. Now, because I was looking at the game against Cologne on the weekend, and they were all right. To be fair, it looked like they have Guerrero. They're going to play Guerrero in midfield possibly, and Mazraoui at left back. Guerrero got a goal,
Moroccan brother, but
yeah.
Tomorrow, let's go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? Big up to him in international duty. You know what I mean?
But do you know what I mean? Like this is what I mean. This is why like I'm somewhat confident, but I'm like, can we do it at the Allianz? Like, take away obviously the two mistakes, right? Which is obviously a big thing to say, right? But take them two mistakes away. Bayern had nothing. Yeah, they got one lucky hit off the post. I'll say that. But apart from that, they really did nothing. And our defending, but obviously it's stupid to say because it was poor with those two errors, which cost 2 goals. But the point I'm trying to make is, if we don't make stupid errors, we were pretty much on top that whole game with Bayern's attack. So this is what I mean. And Harry, I don't know whether it's the Bundesliga, but me watching Harry Kane on last Tuesday, I was like, why does he get so many goals for Bayern? Because Harry Kane, you can't just pass him the ball and he'll do something, some sort of dribble and get the goal. You have to feed it through to him. And they weren't really doing that. And I think because we were locking him down, we play a bit of an offside trap. So so he's a bit shut back, so he can't make, which is a good plan. But I think if I think it would be such a big mistake if we go ahead and play the football we play normally at the Allianz. But I don't know.
That can't happen. I feel like for this game, you have to approach it like the Man City game. You have to be.
Oh, but we parked the bus. We parked the bus. But Liverpool can do it.
I don't care about parking the bus. I don't care. Rivals will see us parking the bus in this game, and they'll be like, "Yeah, you can't say nothing to that. You legit can't, because this is the Champions League. Champions League is different to the league. Them man were just salty because we went to their ground and got 1 point.
Yeah, if we played like West Ham,
that's why they're salty.
If we played like West Ham, I would take that every day of the week, bro.
Exactly.
Just 1-0 and khalas. Sit back.
Bro, I'll take that. Yeah. Just park the bus, the biggest bus you can, and then just hit them on the counter. I'm pretty sure if we have Martinelli instead of Jesus on that left wing against Man City, I think we would have gotten a goal there as well. But the fact that
Jesus
we
is
have
another one. If he starts,
the fact that we now have Martinelli back, I think playing the pragmatic football, you know what I mean, just parking the bus, doing whatever we need to do. We don't need to go full all out and just play our game
No.
again. We don't. We've got them on a draw. Now, now we just need to go and try and get a result. It's all about getting a result. It's not about scoring hella goals. The Bayern players have to do that because they're their home team. So they have to play. They have to come out and play against us. Because if they play timid like they did it at times in our in the home game, but the fans are gonna boo them. Them fans are savage. But this is the question that I ask to you guys, because in any time we came up against a loud crowd away from home, and I'm talking about the Lens game, and I'm also talking about the Porto game. Anytime we come up against a loud crowd, for some reason we start to get muddled up. We can't play how we want to play. What do you guys think about that? You guys think it's a mentality block? Is there are they just young players? Because I think for me there's two different ways you can look at this. They ain't ready for the top level, and maybe they just the mentality isn't there and they can't handle it, or we have to calm down and say, you know what, these guys are still young players, like they haven't really been at this top level with a top team. Like I can understand if they've played for Marseille and played for you know, Lille and stuff like this, I can understand. But sorry, you can't compare that to playing for an Arsenal or playing for a City or playing for a Barcelona or a Real Madrid, or do you know, you can't. The bigger clubs that actually like want to go and win it. Do you know what I mean? And to be honest, that's a bit of a disrespect on Marseille. To be honest, because I believe they've won the champs before. It's a bit of a disrespect on them. So I didn't mean that disrespect, but I'm just saying in their state right now. Do you know what I mean? That's the question. And I think Letty put it right here. The question: can the players, in your opinion, guys, can they handle the pressure at can they handle the pressure?
This is what I mean though. But have you know where there's times when we've lost games this season, there's been pressure to be handled where we haven't handled pressure. But then you go ahead and look at the games against Liverpool this season in the league, against City. You know, we held pressure. I don't know whether it's Arsenal just pick and choose when to do it. I really can't tell you. It's really strange. This is what I mean. I'm 50-50 side, man. I think we're either. It sounds stupid because you can say this with anything, but we're either going to go out and really give it a go, or we're just going to get slapped. And trust me, I don't want to hear no excuses. If we concede 3 or more goals tomorrow night, I don't want to hear any excuses from no one about, oh, but it was this, it was that. That's an embarrassment. You're moving back to a couple of years back, and even before that, you know. So listen, I expect my team to go out, and they know how much this means. They know how much this means to the fans. They know they've let the fans down. Well, not all of them, but most of them have let the fans down last 2 games. They've got to come back with a statement. Because if they don't, this is classic Arsenal for the last couple of years. You know, it's classic Arsenal to sort of give up at the pressure. When you're at the hurdle, they don't jump over. They sort of just stop. So it's up to them. It's honestly up to them if they want to. Do I believe they can? Yes, because we've shown this season we can do it. We can go to the top. We can be at the toughest moments and we can go back and fight from it. But there's also the times where Arsenal do Arsenal in recent years and capitulate and just sort of say, sod this, you know, they don't put their heart and soul into it. We've got to show up. Listen, it's difficult to say because we're not going to be on the front foot tomorrow, but you've got to show your dominance against a team like Bayern Munich, against any team. You can't just say, do you know, yeah, come towards me. You know, we're just going to sit back and not do anything. You've got to show a little bit of integrity. You've got to show a little bit of threat, because then once you do that, because I think we took Bayern. I don't know about you guys, but I thought we took Bayern by a little bit of surprise when we played them last week. I don't think, you know, when it was the first couple minutes and, you know, we scored the first goal. Obviously, we messed up about 5 minutes later. But I don't think they were expecting us to be that quick. I don't know if they were expecting us to be, you know, that, what's the word to use? To be that motivated to go ahead and actually really put it against a top team like Bayern. For me, again, it's going to be a narrow win if we do win it. It's going to be so narrow, whether it's a 1-0, whether it's a 1-1, go to penalties. It's going to be narrow if we win it. But I just pray to God. I said this before the Aston Villa game. I thought Gabriel and Saliba would go out and say, we messed up on Tuesday. Let's go out and say to people, right, we messed up, but we're one of the best centre-back pairings in the league for a reason, and they let me down. Those two individuals in general, and there's other players, but I'm talking about them because they're the main core. They're going to be the guys to look at because they're going to have the big job to do, really, for tomorrow. They can't take any shit tomorrow. No mistakes. I don't see no bozo moments, nothing like that. Show the reason why you've conceded the least amount of goals in the league this season. Show why you two have been one of the best pairings in the league this season. Stop capitulating. It's always the same. Every time it comes down to the wire and Arsenal have to turn up, they capitulate every single time, no matter how great they've been. So come on, show a bit of fight, show a bit of integrity, and show that you mean business. And if we do that, I think we can pull through, but we cannot let Bayern get in our heads. We can't let them... Listen, they're going to show dominance, but we can't just let it get all over us. And we've got to have our game plan and go for it. It's as simple as that.
You've got to manage the game.
100%. 100%. And listen, we may not have dominance of the ball. We may not have loads of possession. But at least show some fight, show some threat. The attack has to be on it. I don't want to see Saka pulling a stinker. On my life, if I see my man holding his thigh or hopping, I am going to lose my cool. I swear to God. I'm going to lose my cool because I can't have none of that in this game. This is big boy business. It's Champions League. You know, you've got to turn up. And it was a fantastic goal in the first leg. He turned up. He did turn up. Second half, maybe not, but the first half, he was on it. I need more of that. I want Martinelli to start, and if he does, he's got to give 110. Havertz has to be in the middle, and he has to try his best. I was actually saying, I don't know whether it was here on your reaction stream. I don't know if I think you might have said it, Sard, about Jesus possibly starting. Would it work more because he could weave his way in, you know, into the Bayern attack when he causes a bit more problems because he's a bit more. No. But nah, not after that.
Not
after that on Sunday. Not after that.
No. Hell no. No. Hell no. He lost that. I don't know.
This is before Aston Villa, and I realised, that's Gabriel Jesus. That's Gabriel Jesus. So no, I don't have any of that.
Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah, this is what I mean. You cannot buy if Pep ever offers you a player, unless it's Haaland, Foden, or De Bruyne, like proper world-class players, don't take him. Because he damn well knew what we were getting into with Jesus and Zinchenko. He knew. So, yeah, listen, we don't want any of them too near our team tomorrow night. Anywhere near.
Go ahead, T.
No, I just wanted to say something small. I said, when I was vexed about the Aston Villa game on the last stream, I've called Gabriel Jesus the biggest waste of money when I was pissed. And now I'm calm, but I still agree with that statement, bro. I just do not want to see this guy wearing an Arsenal shirt anymore. I'm just done. I'm just absolutely done. You know what I'm saying? He reminds me of a Darwin Núñez. You know what I'm saying? Just one of them, and it annoys me so much, bro. Because Darwin Núñez, how many? Sam showed a stat about him missing like 32 chances while scoring 6 or something. So it's crazy, bro. And Jesus doesn't even have 6 goals, so it's even worse than that. I don't know, man. I just do not. Even though his Champions League form, I really want to go with a stable 11 because I am absolutely done with Gabriel Jesus. And I've watched a stream. I don't know which one it was. If it was the Terrace, if it was one of most streams, you know what I'm saying? But someone mentioned Gabriel Jesus, or maybe it was Dan Potts. I don't remember. But anyway, it was someone's stream. Someone said that when we bought Gabriel Jesus and Alexander Zinchenko, we were supposed to fight for top 4. You know what I'm saying? But we end up challenging. So Now we are a challenging side, and those were supposed to be top 4 players, quote unquote. And now, in my opinion, we need to improve on both because I think both um, uh, are just not good enough if you want to be a title challenging side, a Champions League challenging side. And I just think it's best for us to move on when the season is over. Um, but yeah, what was your question about this game again, Saad? Because I just wanted to add this what Connor said.
It was. I think we went into the pressure. Can they handle the pressure?
Oh yeah, yeah. I said this at the beginning. Um, that's the biggest
Well, since
adversity.
since you answered it already, can I pose you the next question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Martin Erdegaard,
Hmm.
he's fit. Obviously we were all shook when we heard that he wasn't in training on Monday,
Yes.
bro.
Yes.
Hmm.
We were all shook.
I was celebrating, man. What are you on about? I was not joking.
Yeah, there you are. There you are. Agendas happen. No, I'm joking. But on a real though, we were all shook because we were like, bro, this guy's the only guy that's shown us any light in the last 2 games. He's the one who was absolutely working his ass off, man. Working his absolute ass off to keep
Hmm.
this team in the game. Martin Odegaard is fit. He was in training this morning and has traveled on the plane to Germany this afternoon. And they were obviously doing a walk on the at the Allianz Arena. They were doing a little walk around the pitch. But guys, well, I'll go to T first. Obviously, Connor, you can speak about it after if you
Yeah,
want to. T man, how happy are
Hmm.
you that Martin Odegaard's actually going to be included in this game? By the way, big up Hugo as well.
Big up Hugo. Hugo. But
Hugo.
yeah, fuck Timo. We have Hugo. But yeah, about Odegaard, yeah, I'm over the moon because I think he is one of the players that showed up the most against Bayern, against Aston Villa. I think he against Aston Villa, especially first half, he was unplayable. It was just the players around him fluffing everything. You know what I'm saying? The amount of chances we created for Havertz with a through ball, and even Zinchenko gave a nice through ball to Havertz. But I think Odegaard is just immense in these last 2 games, and I just think that he also this season has showed the rival fans as well that he in fact shows up in big games. I was one of the people that called him Solar Guard, and I will keep calling him that if he plays shit. I'm gonna be real, but in the last few games he's been amazing, man. Big game, small game doesn't matter. This guy is there, and through captain performances, I think that the players around him just let him down in these games, and I cannot blame Odegaard whatsoever. So for me, it was just the feeling of. I'll give you an example about a Cole Palmer in a shit Chelsea side. That's how Odegaard looked in these last few games. The only things missing were penalties and scoring goals. You know what I'm saying? Those were the
Yeah,
only things missing. Apart from that, Odegaard was almost the same, in my opinion, about
I think that's
shining
a
the
bit
most.
harsh on the rest of the team, man.
No,
A
it's true, bro, because you cannot say that in the second half of Aston Villa, any of these players showed up apart from Martin Odegaard. Not one of these players showed up, bro. And it just felt like that for me. And I just do not want to see that against a Bayern München. You know what I'm saying? And I think Odegaard has been an amazing vocal point for this team in the last few games. And I'm over the moon that he is not injured because at this moment in time, this guy is literally, maybe together with Saliba, with the way he's performing, our most important player, bro. Because if he doesn't perform like this, our front line wouldn't as function as much because we had chances. It's about us missing those chances and not finishing our dinner. You know what I'm saying? Because
Does it bother you quickly?
that's the
Did it
thing that
bother
haunts
you?
us at the end.
T,
Yeah, go
real
ahead.
quick, did it bother you with the fact that listen, and I respect
You're about
Odegaard, right? It was so annoying because he was picking off so many like really good passes, and he was like doing all little flicks and tricks. But it came to a
Hmm.
point where I was like, all right, relax now. You're doing a bit too much. Like you're doing a little
Yeah,
bit
the
too
back
much.
heel. Yeah, I know what
Yeah,
you
yeah,
mean.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And
he was
like
at the
everything.
16 yard and made a back heel and gave the ball away.
Yes,
I know
yes.
exactly which position you mean there.
And,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we
yeah.
can't have that tomorrow. We can't. But I
No.
wanted him to show his elegance and his technique, but in a way where it actually creates a chance for us to get a goal. Honestly, I just leave Havertz up. Like, listen, bring the whole team back if we need to defend. We got to leave Havertz up front. But Odegaard is a key part to either sending in Havertz or getting Saka in on the ball and getting him to go in to cut inside in the box. We need that tomorrow. And if Odegaard, I swear on my life, if he disappears tomorrow, oh my
Mhm.
God, I swear to God, I'm gonna be fuming, and he can't be doing
Yeah,
that tomorrow. Oh, none of them can. None of them can.
and exactly. And like I said, if he does that, I'll call him Sodegaard and I will roast him just as much. You know what I'm saying? There is no sugarcoating around here. You know
Are
what
you
I'm
playing
saying?
Trossard tomorrow, T? Would
No,
you play?
no,
Nah. Yeah.
no, no. I'm like I said, bro. Yes, I can have favorites,
Yeah.
but
Same, man.
I also have a brain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
if I see something not working, I can just I realize, okay, maybe it's not a good idea. And I said it before, and I'll say it again, Connor. And you were there when I said this, and you agreed with me even.
Yeah.
I talked about Trossard just not performing at the left wing, and if he starts, that I rather see him at the striker instead of left wing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
And at this moment in time, if you have someone like Zinchenko, who is a liability, who is out of position, because I will give Trossard some slack because not much people mentioned this, and I will mention it right now. The amount of times Ødegaard had to defend for that clown Zinchenko, bro.
Yeah.
Trossard
Yeah.
had to defend for that clown Zinchenko, bro, is immense. And Trossard is not a defensive kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? You want to create four players like Trossard. You know what I'm saying? You do
Yeah.
not want to put Trossard in positions where he is just as weak, almost just as weak as Zinchenko, because Trossard is not the biggest guy, bro. But you have him going back, defend, doing the job
Mm-hmm.
of that clown Zinchenko, and that's
Yeah.
what I mean. So, I'm gonna be real. Martinelli, yes, he had not the best form this season, but I won't be surprised because our left side this season, for the half of this season, it's been dead, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our
You
our, our
can't.
left our left side has been so inconsistent that I'm just not surprised that players like Martinelli, who needs facility, who needs
100%.
their left back
Yeah.
to perform,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Just do not perform.
He needs an
And
overlapping
Trossard
runner.
had the same.
He needs an overlapping runner. It's as simple as that. And
Yeah.
Tomiyasu is that. And Kivior's been that out of parts. Don't get me wrong, he's been that out of parts. But Kivior, and we know himself. He did a great job there for a while. But he's not a left back. It's as simple as that. Tomiyasu isn't a left back, but he's a fullback, and he's an overlapping fullback. If I swear on my life, if Arteta plays Zinchenko, he is telling the world, he's telling Arsenal fans, I'm playing attacking today because Zinchenko can't defend. He's not a defensive left back. If you want to play defensive but have a bit of attack in you, you put Tomiyasu there. I swear to God, I can't wait for next season when Timber's fit. I swear to God, because I'll happily fit him in there if we don't go ahead and buy a left back in the summer. I'd understand why he wouldn't, because there's other priorities and we can play Timber there. But it's less stress, bro. We saw 1.5 games of this guy, and we already want him back rapid because he was that good. Because he can go forward, but he can defend. This clown can't defend, man. On my life, if this manager decides to play Zinchenko, curtains.
It's
I
over.
swear to God,
It's
it's
over.
over, bro. It's over.
It's over.
Whoever's on that
If
right
he
when
does
you're
that,
having the time of your life. Swear to
if
God.
he does that, it's over. I do believe it's over if Zinchenko plays. So that's just my personal opinion. But listen, big up to you guys. We are gonna move on to the starting 11s and the predictions for this one. Big up Ash as well. Coming out straight from Dubai. Big up my brother.
Oh man, living life.
Yeah, big up Ash, man. Big up Ash. He couldn't join us today, but he's here supporting the channel anyway. He said, need to play like we did against City, a low block and hit them on the counter. If Bayern score first, then go all out. Prediction is 3-1 Bayern.
Tough.
Is Bayern 3-1. So he's saying we're gonna lose 3-1. Ash, that's a bit mad, but yeah, Ash, that's a bit mad, bro. But you know what I mean.
I can't believe it, man.
Bro,
I can't believe it.
the thing is, Ash right now is just in a I don't give a fuck right now phase.
Mm.
That's what Ash is at right now. I don't give a fuck right now. I'm
Yeah.
saying what I think,
That's
and
fair.
I don't even care about what people think. I don't care what it does. I'm just gonna say the truth. So, big up to
Yeah.
Ash, and thank you for the super chat, my brother. Score lineups. What are we going with, lads? Start off with Connor, then we'll go to T. Give me your score predictions, your lineups, and followed by your score predictions.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Raya in goal, obviously. He has been poor, I'm not gonna lie. He ain't been great, but he's still our goalkeeper. I wouldn't trust putting Aaron Ramsdale back in there anytime soon, so I'm gonna go ahead and put
Oh my
Raya in
God.
there. Ben White, been on form, man. He's been on form. Great performances recently. It's a shame that obviously we lost on the weekend, but Ben White goes in. Normal centre back pairing, Gabriel Saliba. Left back has to be Tomiyasu, in my opinion. Listen, I like Kivior, but Tomiyasu has to go in, man. I'm sorry, he has to.
Yeah.
Has to.
100%.
Midfield three of. I listen. I don't. It doesn't bother me if it's Partey or Jorginho, but just either one of them in the six. Don't bother me who. Happily to have either one of those in the six. So for me, preference in terms of preference, I'm going to go with Jorginho. Has had more time. I haven't seen enough of Partey this season to determine is he ready for a game like this. So I'm going with Jorginho. Rice has to be in the 8. Has to be. As much as he is a 6, he plays so well in this Arsenal team in the 8. So keep him in the 8. Odegaard in the 10, obviously, if he's obviously fit. Hopefully he's fit. If not, I hope Smith Rowe goes in there. No one else. But he should be fit, fingers crossed. Saka on the right, Martinelli on the left, and of course Havertz up front. No Jesus, just put Havertz up front, let him just cook there. Hopefully, he can get some form of set piece, or he just finds his way through, can get a ball in through, and he can score a goal. So the exact same team that we've been playing recently, but Tomiyasu in for Kivior and no Zinchenko. And score prediction. Do I be negative or positive?
Try. I don't know. Just say what you think.
At the
Say what you
end
think.
of the day, I think it's going to be a tough game. I like to think that my team will not get embarrassed. I like to think we'll hold our own. They've, as we know as Arsenal fans, and as they should know as the Arsenal players that have played for this club and know the history, you've got to go down with a fight. Yeah, we've been shown that in recent years, but you cannot get embarrassed. Not again. The same 17, 18, whatever it was, 15, 16, 17 season. You cannot get embarrassed. But Allianz, they're off a 2-0 win, very good win against Cologne. I'm going with a 2-1 Bayern, unfortunately. I think we'll try our best, but I'm not convinced at the moment. And I know it's a bit reactionary, off a game like that. Maybe we could turn our heads. I can't see it. But I hope my team proved me wrong. For some reason, whenever I go against my team, they prove me wrong. And I come back on here and I get bantered for it. So hopefully that happens again. So I'm unfortunately have to go for a 2-1 Bayern on this one. We should have really won the first leg. It was all in our hands, as a wise Don Robbie would say. Believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2-1, unfortunately.
No,
I hate that saying so much. I hate fishes as well. I swear, I hate fishes as
Bro,
well.
the amount of memes I got sent on Sunday off that game, man, my phone blew up, bro.
Mhm.
Blew up.
Not
happens,
once
man.
have I
hate
said that line, but I've heard it like 1,000 times against my head top, bro. Wallah, it's crazy.
Tell me about it, bro. Tell me about it. Yeah, it's bad. But hey,
Ash is back here again. Before we go to T, Ash is back. He said starting lineup has to include Partey, Rice, Odegaard in the midfield. Enough with this Jorginho Havertz in the mid shit. When our midfield trio is back,
Damn, bro. No hostages tonight, Ashraf.
bro, he's taking no prisoners, bro. He's taking no prisoners. It's nuts, man. It's nuts. But listen, big up to Ash, bro.
Yeah, big up Ash, bro. Big up Ash.
Man, my fucking brother. T.
Mm-hmm.
Lineup.
Yeah.
Score prediction, my brother.
Lineup and score predictions. Well, my lineup is going to be really easy and it's going to make a lot of sense. But I have a feeling that Arteta is not going to pick this. But anyway, I'm just going to pick it anyway. It's going to be Raya, Benny Blanco, Saliba, Gabriel, Kafuyasu, okay,
Mhm.
Rice, Partey, Ødegaard. Okay, I do not want to see Ødegaard defend this game. Okay, let this guy just you know what I'm saying? Just let this guy free roam at the forward. You know what I'm saying? Let him help everyone. Let him facilitate. Let him feed everyone. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want from Ødegaard. Okay, and maybe crack a shot yourself as well. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Partey and Rice with also almost a Solgaard, Ødegaard, and Saka, Kai Daver, and Gabriel Martinelli. And I will not start Trossard for the rest of the season because sometimes I have a feeling that we just bring nothing at the second half. But when and he can be that spark that we miss when these things happen at the second half. You know what I'm saying? When we bring him on, that he actually can make an impact instead of Eddie and Katia that just comes onto the pitch to be a space invader. You know what I'm saying? Because did you guys notice him against Aston Villa? I didn't. I did
Nope.
not. I didn't
Nope.
even notice ESR. Okay,
Bro,
I did not even notice ESR, bro.
He's just on there for life at this point. Like, just get some minutes, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
there's no. The funny thing is, you know the game's out of hands when you put Eddie Nketiah on the pitch. That's when Arteta's like, do you know what? Yeah, we ain't winning this one.
yeah.
This
That's
one.
when he gave up, Connor. You said Zinchenko, but when he brings on Eddie, that's
you know
when
it's
he
curtains.
gives up, bro.
Curtains.
So,
Absolute curtains.
it's curtains. But that's my lineup, bro. And my prediction is it's a tough one, bro, because I never predict against Arsenal, bro. It just feels wrong to me. I hear you, Connor, with the 2-1. Wallahi, I hear you, and I can see that happening.
Yeah.
But I just cannot make myself to say that. You know what I'm saying? I cannot predict my club to lose. It's just not. I don't know, man. It's tough. So I will go for a. This gonna be the stinkiest. This is gonna be the stinkiest result if we get a result. It's gonna be so stinky, bro. But I think it will be a 0-0 or a 1-1. Okay, listen. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Don't be surprised if this will end up a 1-1 and goes to penalties.
I
But
can't handle the penalty shootout, bro.
if we go to penalties against Neuer,
I was gonna say that, because he wasn't in the Bayern team on the weekend. Is he fit?
Wait, was he?
He wasn't. He wasn't starting on the weekend. It was
maybe he was chilling.
He was in training. He was in training.
All right.
Yeah, they gave up the league, bro. They're just you know what I'm saying? The league is done.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
because who's that kid again? Musiala. He also didn't play.
Yeah,
and Kimmich was in midfield.
Nathan Tell and Pavlovic, I think, was in the team for that.
Yeah.
Probably like mad.
So yeah, I think the league is over for them. They're focusing on the Champions League, and I think Neuer will be there. But penalties will happen, I think, inshallah, because I do not want to see a embarrassment, just like Connor says. You know what I'm saying?
Can't.
So at least go to penalties and get me a W there. That's it. But I won't be surprised if Neuer just you know what I'm saying, finishes us at the penalties as well.
Do you believe City can beat Real Madrid tomorrow?
Yes, I do.
I can't lie. I don't give a fuck about that result, bro. I couldn't give a fuck. I'll be so real with you. I couldn't give two flying fucks, bro. Because whoever wins that, if I do my job and I win, then I'm gonna
That's
have
fair,
to
bro.
them.
I personally think, just to add to that, I do not care as well, but I think Manchester City at this moment in time, shout outs to Vader as well in the chat, I think Manchester City at this moment in time has Real Madrid's number. And I don't think Real Madrid can do anything to stop these guys. Because even with these weakened, quote-unquote, side, with the Jeremy Dokus, with the Barbie dolls, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? They just went there and got a 3-3 at the Bernabeu, bro.
Yeah,
and you know what I'm saying? And when was the last time Real Madrid came to the Etihad and got a result?
We just remember last season. That was crazy. That was a smashing, and that was a smashing. So
I think at the Etihad it will be all Manchester City. I do not think Real Madrid has a chance against these guys. Objectively speaking.
Fair enough. Listen, I'm gonna go with
I'm
my
lost.
starting 11. I'm gonna chill out. Bro, you man think I'm doing a madness here? No. It's never that. It's never that. I'm gonna go with my starting 11. I'm gonna go Raya, same backline as T, which is White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Tomiyasu. Midfield, I can't lie, I'm with Ash. I'm going Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, and Erdegaard. I think we need that strong midfield. And we need Thomas Partey to be putting through these line breaking passes, bro. As soon as he comes on in the first leg, look at the ball that he puts through to put Saka through, and he gets the penalty shout off of that ball, bro. Nobody else is doing that, bro. Nobody else is seeing that ball, bro, and being able to put it through. So yeah, 100%. I'm gonna play him. In the front line, I'm gonna play Bukayo Saka. I'm playing Havertz, and I'm playing Martinelli. Hopefully with Tomiyasu on that side, it will give him the assistance that he needs. And for my score predictions, I need to back the boys, so I'm gonna go for an Arsenal win. I'm gonna go for a 1-0 win. It's gonna be so shit, and it's gonna be so difficult. But I'm backing them, man. I
One
don't
shot
care.
on target, one goal. I'll take it.
Bro, I would take it. I have to say 1-0, man. I have to say
Even
1.
if it's a penalty.
I don't care, bro. Whichever way, as long as the ball ends in the back of the net for us and they don't score, I don't give a fuck how it goes in, bro. It could go off somebody's shoulder and get into the goal, bro. Accidental deflection off of somebody. If we win it like we won it against City at home, where it deflects off somebody's head and goes into the goal, I couldn't care less. I'm laughing. I'm gassed.
I
I'm
would lose my
ready.
voice. I would lose my voice.
Bro, I will go crazy. I will celebrate like I just won the final, bro.
What do you know what would
Because at
be
this
so
point,
ideal?
that's the
Imagine if
confidence that we
Arsenal go
need.
through and City drop out. Yo, Husam's
That,
channel will be
that would be even
mad.
no, but that would be bad for us as well in the league.
That's
because
true, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Imagine these
then
guys going
Pep
to the
would be like,
Bernabeu, bro.
Yeah, that's true,
Pep-
actually.
Oh,
No. It's not even just about imagining these guys going to the Bernabeu. I'm just saying, like, based off of them focusing solely on the league, Pep's gonna be like, no, hold on a minute. I lost one trophy right now with the Champions League. Hell no, am I going out? Am I going out in another trophy, bro? I'm going all out for this Premier League now, bro. Yeah, you lot just sign your death warrant. So, yeah, listen. I'm gonna go with a 1-0 stinky one. And hopefully the boys can go and do that. But listen, I appreciate you guys for coming through today. For this one. Listen, I appreciate everybody that's in the comments. Yeah, I appreciate everybody that's in the comments. Make sure to smash the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Big up to Ashraf as well for the 2 super chats as well. Big up to you guys. Make sure you're smashing the like button. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell of that notification bell so you're notified every time I go live. We will see you guys on the next one. In the description, Connor's links. Make sure to go over and chat to subscribe to him. He's got a show at 8:30, so go and check him out, man. He's got a show at 8:30, so make sure to get that done, people. And we also have T, who I will put his Twitter in the link in the description, so you can go and follow him on Twitter. But at this point, we're just waiting for him to possibly start a channel in the future at some point. But listen, there's no rush, man.
Inshallah.
No rush. It's a really big thing, man, to create a channel.
You know what Arab dads say when their sons
Inshallah.
want something, but they won't get it for them. They say Inshallah.
You know, as soon as they say Inshallah, you know it's a wrap. You're never seeing that, bro. Whatever you just ask for, it's never happening.
Yeah, exactly.
But listen,
Maybe soon, Inshallah.
There you are. But yeah, listen, big up to everybody. We'll see you guys on the next one. I'm gonna pass you guys over to Hussam, where he's doing a live watch along for the Barcelona versus PSG game. We'll see you on the next one, people. Peace out. Laters.